All right, I'm excited to get started here. And as people are coming into the room, I want to introduce to you and tell you a little bit about what you can expect. If you are a Vcard representative, if you are a user of Vcard, you are in the right place at the right time. We're excited to be able to have you here. We're going to really show you how to blow your business up. And literally, as it says here on this screen, to introduce to you a breakthrough technology that can turn your Vcard into a lead generation machine. This is going to blow you away. Some of the things and content you're going to see tonight. And if you've got people or part of your organization that needs to see this, I would get them on this presentation, or you can bring them to the recorded version later. But this is something that's going to turn your business around, and we're excited. So let's go ahead and get started and introduce to you what we are about. Now, you are already been convinced about Vcard Global. You already realize that this is a great tool. Otherwise, you would never have invested your time, your money into it, or even have introduced it to others you know. This is something that can really change your business. But after tonight, you're going to see something that's phenomenal. It's going to blow your business up. We're excited about it. And so here we're going to talk about imagining something. I want you to imagine being able to have your Vcard Global appear in the presence of everyone within 150 feet of you. Can you imagine walking into a room, and typically with Vcard you have to introduce yourself. They ask you for a business card, then you simply say, well, I have a business card here on my phone, I'm going to share it with you, and you send it to them. How would you like to be able to walk into a room and your Vcard appears? It's just there. It appears to everyone there, maybe 5 people, 10 people, 15 people, 20 people, 100 people. It's there on their phone. And with one tap on their phone screen, your Vcard appears right there on their phone. Now, that is a powerful, powerful thing, and I think it's something that we all are excited about, our team, and that's why I'm here introducing it to you. Let's talk a little bit about the marketplace. Well, we know that 1/3 of all businesses right now is managed on smartphones. I mean, think about it. It wasn't that far too long ago that we were doing all of our business through our desktop. Can you imagine? Everything that we did was on the desktop. So if we had met somebody, we had to run home and get on our desktop and make those notes or whatever it might be. But because of cutting edge trend, we have seen through these few short years smartphones becoming as powerful or powerful enough to handle most all computing functionality. Now, I know people personally, they run their entire business, and it's a complicated business, and I'm like, they run their entire business on their smartphone? Are you serious? Absolutely. And this is the trend. This is where we're going. Now, we've all kind of talked about it. We've all known about this. But, folks, it's here now. That trend is on us right now. And it's exciting for those of us who recognize it and can leverage it. Now, as an introduction to you, who am I? My name is Scott Johnson. I'm an author of 7 books. I'm also a professional speaker, traveled all around the world, and I'm passionate about helping you as a business person, as a smart business person, to be able to leverage yourself more effectively. Now, we all know that we started our businesses for one purpose, and that is freedom. But all too often, we end up shackled by our business, and the very thing that we were seeking, the very thing we were going for, we lose. We become shackled and fall into a trench, and there we are stuck. So I'm passionate about helping you as an individual take your business to the next level, find more time freedom, being able to leverage yourself more effectively so that you can have that freedom that you've always dreamed of. And I'm excited about that, and that's why we are introducing to you this phenomenal product and service that's going to change the way you do business with your vCard. Now, let's look at the marketplace. We are seeing right now the emerging computing technology all around us changing, affecting new paradigms all around us. Think about it. Uber is just one example. It's phenomenal when you think about it. They don't even own a car. and here they are. They've been able to leverage themselves through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other individuals, empower them who do own a car and put them in a small business for themselves. Now that's a new paradigm, wouldn't you say? Take Twitter. Twitter now and other social networks have become a major news outlet. People don't reach for a traditional, going to the television anymore. They just go straight for the news. And so here's the whole idea is that instead of waiting for things to come to them, people are getting smart today. We are moving. We are initiating first contact. And this is how we want to run our business. We don't want people to wait around for them to come to us. We want to reach out in such a way so that people are now attracted toward our message, whatever it is that we are marketing. And you're going to hear more about that trend and how we are embracing it here. What about Craigslist? Craigslist has literally eliminated one ads and others like them. It's crazy how new technology is changing our world. Amazon is another great example. Right here in my own city, they are building a hub, and that's completely changing how people purchase goods. Now they're able to deliver, right here in my city, products within one day. Now imagine, I seen a video of this a few years ago where, and maybe you did too, where they're actually able to take a drone and drop a product that you purchased right on your doorstep. Now that's exciting, and that is new paradigms. Those are trends that you and I need to be aware of and be able to embrace fully for our own business. Remember this? Yeah, this is the way we used to do it. This is the reason why you got involved with vCard. We used to use these old-fashioned paper cards, something that was started back in 1920. Remember, 1920. That's where they started. And to think of it, there's still 100 billion of these being printed each and every year. But you and I, we recognized the trend. We saw it for what it was. And instead of going with the old-fashioned paper card, we stepped up, initiated, and now we are going fully green with new technology. And that's the power of vCard. That's the power of what we're talking about here. Let's look at the card. And I know you already realize this, that we know that when people look at what you're doing, they judge you. Look at these statistics. 72% of people do judge a company by a person by the quality of their business card. Now, I was just recently in a store and looking. It was a computer store, and he was introducing me to his partner, who was starting to their own business where they print posters. And as I was speaking, they handed me this gal. She handed me her business card, a paper pen business card, and it was one of these perforated ones, and it was printed, it's smudged, and the ink was a little off, and she handed this to me, and it was when they tore the perforated edges were kind of torn crooked. So she's handing me this card asking me for her business. And unfortunately, we say people judge a company by the quality of business card. Well, I didn't have the confidence at that point to do business with her, even though if I needed printing for posters and such, I would have to really seriously ask myself if I would get the quality product that I wanted. So look at some of these other statistics. We know that people will not choose to do business with someone if they have a cheap looking card. And that's what really drove you and myself to become part of Vcard, because this was the next step. This is where the future was going. We saw it for what it was. Here's a statistic. A colored business card is more memorable than a white one. Absolutely. Do you want to be remembered? Then do something different. The pack, the mob, as it were, they're going to always do some things the same way it's been done since 1920. But you and I, we stepped up and we embraced new technology. And now we're seeing a difference. So what you're going to see tonight or today, you're going to see the new technology and where it's going. All right, so here we are. We're back to imagining what a person does when they see your message. Okay, so you walk into a room or you're within 150 feet of a person. They look down at their phone. This actually happened to me just the other day, where I was in an office in the back area, and I heard my name, Scott, and I'm like, what? Who's calling me? And I heard my name again, and I walked back there, and somebody, are you Scott? Scott, what's your last name? And I said, Johnson. And they said, how did you get on my card? How on my phone? And I started chuckling and laughing because it's so funny, because it happened to me. I thought, wow, this works. And so I said, well, I said, what's on your phone? And I looked, and it said, the emblem for Vcard. Vcard was there, and so I said, tap on it, and it brought up my Vcard. And so that's exactly what I'm talking about. When someone sees your message, what's that message look like? Well, it's as simple as tap for Dean Renfro's Vcard, or put your name there. Tap for Scott Johnson's Vcard. And when this is exactly what this individual saw on their smartphone, and they were like, now they didn't know who I was. They recognized the name Scott, and they're trying to put two and two together. But they saw my name on their smartphone. And once they tapped, guess what? Boom. My Vcard shows up on their phone. Now, how exciting was that? Now, no matter where you're at, if you're in a mixer, if you're in a small business networking event, if you're at the BNI, or you're just introducing yourself to a first time in an office, everybody within 150 feet are seeing that message. Wow, that is exciting. Now, what kind of messages can you place on on people's phones? Well, up to 40 characters. And here's some examples of what some of those would look like. Tap here for pre-qualify for home loan. Now, if you're a loan officer, absolutely a must. So you can change your message. You can send people directly to your Vcard. You can send people to another page, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But here's some examples. Tap to get eyeballs on your listings. Wow. Talk about a real estate agent's dream come true, right? So a real estate agent can empower, not only they can use this on their phone, wherever they go, can point to their Vcard, but which also has listings. You can put listings there on your Vcard, or you can empower the person's home, your marketing, your selling. You can put one of these, what I'm going to talk about, introduce to you, on the signage or on the home itself, so anybody that drives within a proximity of that address can see your message. Or you can hand a device, a Beam It device, to the homeowner themselves and let them help you market that home. So real estate agents, I know you're excited. Get on board. This is exciting. What about tap for more prospects for your business? Now, if you're in network marketing or any other kind of business where you need prospects, you need leads, This is your answer. You can drive traffic to you. So people, you're actually meeting people at where they're at in the marketplace, and they're recognizing your message, they're clicking on it, and they're coming to you. Now, I don't like making phone calls on cold leads, but we've changed all of that. We've dramatically changed it for the good. So how powerful is this? As powerful as what you've seen thus far. Now, you may be watching this presentation, you're sitting there at home or you're in your office and you're going, OMG, this is going to change my business. Well, it will, I promise. It'll change your business. It'll change how you do business in the future, because this is where it's at. Now, as powerful as what you've seen, now you're already, I know I see some of you, you're already raising your hand saying, yeah, I'm in. I'm in. It don't matter what it costs, I'm in. But as powerful as what you've seen, thus far, it gets better. It really does. Here's the problem with Vcards. You don't know if anyone visited your Vcard. And you don't know if they downloaded it. Now, they may change this in the future, but right now, people come, they see your Vcard, maybe you've introduced them to yourself, and like the individual the other day, he saw my Vcard, and he was just shocked, but he didn't know who I was. So I would have had to have personally said, click, go ahead, push that download button. Now, if they don't click the download button, download Vcard to your phone, then it's wasted. They walk off. They never know. They'll never find your card again. They'll never, when they think about if I need a plumber, if I need a realtor, if I need an insurance person, if I need a mortgage lender, they're not gonna. They may think of you, but they don't know how to get a hold of you because they did not take that next step. Now, Vcard, I admit, they did add the SMS feature recently, which is phenomenal, where you can click or and send. You get on your phone and type your phone number in there, and then it sends your Vcard to their messenger. But unless you do that, it's not going to work. So what we've done is we've placed an offer page prior to going to your Vcard, and I'll explain that to you here in a moment. We have placed an offer page. Now, as a smart business person, you have a web page. If you have a web page, you know how important it is to have some kind of way to generate leads off your website, where you are making an offer of some sort, a free report, a free trial, a free coaching session, whatever it might be. You have an offer, and then you have a form. They have to type their name and their email in there and push that button. All right, you know how important that is in a web page. Well, we have done something that's phenomenal in the smartphone. All right, so let me show you what this looks like. On the left-hand side, you can see here's some specials. This is an offer. All right, $20.99. This is from a bowling alley, and they want more bodies. They want to attract more people. So they're offering a special pass, 3 bowling games, and you click that button, redeem, and guess what? You've got their information. You've got their information. I'll show you how that works. What about popping up another offer? Like over here we see free pre-qualification. Apply now. Wow. Looking for more dinners? Tap here. It's a food wagon, a food truck. Tap the tap to see our special. So there's a whole bunch here. Take a peek at this home from a realtor. So you're making an offer. You want them to tap, and so you're the stronger, your offer is, the more it's going to generate leads for you. So they're not going to walk away from your Vcard wondering who you are. Well, what happens? Well, we put a beacon message. We put this message right where they're looking. All right, so what happens? Well, we know that according to statistics, that 30% of visitors submit bogus contact information on a typical lead capture page. We've solved that. We have solved that. 20% of opt-ins contain typos or other errors. In other words, you're typing and you're on your smartphone and you're typing and you're trying to fill out a form. People make errors and then you're not able to follow up. We've solved that too. Here's another statistic. Leads are 3 times more likely to open emails sent to their primary best email. Guess what? You're going to see how we've solved that. Subject line personalization boosts open rates by 40%. The statistics go on. It says 68% of emails are open on mobile devices. So as a Vcard user, you know reaching people, the majority of people, you're going to reach them on their mobile device. And so we want to be prepared and make a way so people can be added and brought to us through their mobile device. Well, how do we do that? How does that take place? Well, let me show you a quick little video and that shows exactly how this goes, and then I'll come back after we're done here, okay?
Rather than have a visitor type whatever information they want into an opt-in form, your leads will simply tap once on the opt-in button, prompting their email app to prepare a pre-filled email with a subject line and message of your choosing. There's nothing for them to type. This is where lead generation takes a radical turn. The message that's just instantly filled their screen is a message from them to you, requesting access to the free gift or lead magnet you're offering. When the user then taps the send button, this message is sent from their actual email address on their mobile device to a special email address designed to integrate with your autoresponder service and results in their primary email address and real name automatically being added to your subscriber list. And rather than a typical thank you page to confirm that their request was sent, the user receives the type of assurance they're most familiar and comfortable with, courtesy of their device's email app. Now, although what you've just seen may seem impressive, if we take a moment to step back and look at what's just happened, the implications are even more stunning. You see, in the typical lead generation model, the customer doesn't feel they're initiating a conversation. They're simply reluctantly typing information into a form to acquire a lead magnet. In their minds, you're the one initiating the relationship with the first email you send them. They've been hardwired to think this way, and they've been hardwired to be slightly annoyed by all the subsequent marketing emails that they see roll into their inbox as a result of this process. We've completely reversed the entire dynamic between marketer and lead. Human beings are designed to think and feel a certain way about conversations. Whether we're aware of it or not, when we send a message, we expect, welcome, and desire a response. Your subscribers will remember, either consciously or subconsciously, that they sent you an email message explicitly requesting a response. They initiated the conversation, and that can profoundly affect the way they feel when they receive your future messages. The possibilities are truly endless. And although we provide and recommend tall, wide buttons that fill up the typical mobile screen, you're free to use any button image of your choosing or your creation, even buttons that aren't really buttons at all. The value and potential profit brought to your email marketing by the benefits of primary emails, real names, and a completely redesigned marketer-customer relationship is truly incalculable. The question is, will you be one of the few who gets ahead of this trend before it's too late?
All right, so it's evident this is the future, and this is what I call attraction marketing, where you position yourself in such a way that people see your message. This is where they're at. They're in the marketplace, and then they respond to that message. And then you're able to capture that lead and be able to market to them and follow up. So we have a system that does all of this for you. Now, I have 2 options here for you, ways that you can use what you just seen. Okay, number 1, a Beam It device, sends a message out, and people are directed to your vCard. Okay, that's it. Or you can take option 2. You have complete control. Option 2 is a Beam It device, sends a message out to everyone within 150 feet of your position. This is called proximity marketing, and sends a message out, and it's an offer. They tap on it, and here's what they see. Tap here for a free facial. All right, so tap here to get started. So this is a free offer. This is what you are trying to generate, how you're trying to generate leads. So I'm going to tap right there where that arrow is on the lipstick, and here's where it goes. Boom. It pulls up their email client that's on their smartphone. Now, remember, people generally don't type in their real name or even their email. I have a secondary email. I'm sure you do too. They're requesting information. They want information about this free facial. So their phone app comes up with their email, and it's pre-populated. It has the information that they're requesting. They don't have to type a thing. They don't have to make mistakes with their thumbs. Free facial request. Please send me information about a free facial. Once they hit send, here's what happens. Boom. Takes them right to your vCard. Now, how powerful is that? Now you're really leveraging your vCard in such a way that you are becoming that lead magnet, that lead machine that is attracting people to you. So no matter where you're at, whether you're at a mixer, a networking event, whether you are meeting somebody the first time, you are positioning yourself in a powerful, powerful dynamic way that's literally creating more business, more leads, more prospects. How exciting is that? All right, so what do you need to make this work? Well, number one, you need a Beam It device, and you've already got a vCard, so no need to go out and do that. So all you really need is a Beam It device, and that creates more leads for you, and it's easier follow-up for you, and it creates more profits for you, and this makes perfect sense. So what do you need to get? How do you get started with a Beam It package? Let's talk about that. Well, first of all, you need that digital business card, which you already have. Secondly, you need a Beam It device, your own device that sends that message out. You simply place it on your keychain, and everywhere you go, you're advertising. You're a walking billboard, my friend, a walking billboard. All right, so all of this is less than 60 cents a day. That's incredible value for what it's going to deliver back to you. I don't know what profit margin you operate in, but if you just got one sale delivered to you because of your device and the way you use what you already own, you're able to create huge, huge profits. So what else do we give you? Well, we have a special group. Once you join, it's a membership in a Beam It Facebook group. And this is limited to just the first 100 people who take advantage of this while we're on this presentation or the next presentation we do. If you are one of the first 100 that says, yeah, immediately, they put their hand up and say, I want it, I don't want it. You are going to get to be a part of this exclusive group where you can grab the early bird, the early advantage package. You definitely don't want to miss out on it. And this is a group where we're going to talk about how you can leverage yourself more effectively, how you can really use, and you'll find out how other people in the group are using it and how they're actually seeing results themselves. All right, so let's talk about the platform that you are using. It's the first of its kind, and it's it can't be compared. Literally, it cannot be compared to anything else on the market. Now, you may have heard of other types of Beam-It type products, but believe me, you're not going to get anything at all close to what you're going to get here with our package. Number one, multiple URLs. What's that mean? That means that you can, when your device is operable, you can send one simple message out, or you can send a secondary message. So you can send two messages. Well, why would you want to do that? Well, let's say you're a realtor, and you're listing. You have a home that you want to advertise. You're a listing. You're trying to sell that home. Well, that could be one message. Second message could be, hey, I pay cash for your homes, or I will sell your home in the shortest amount of time possible. So you got two messages, one for selling homes and one for purchasing or looking to list homes. So you have two messages. That's just one example of many that I could give you here. Secondly, this platform does not need to be on a secure website. In other words, most, if not all, other platforms require you, if you're going to direct a message to somebody and they tap it, that place where you direct people to has to be on a secure website. In other words, an SSL, where that's using the HTTPS. And 90%, if not more, small businesses do not have their website on a secure website. So you can direct your viewer to any place that you choose, whether it is on a secure website or whether it's not. Thirdly, you can change your message on the fly. Now, this is very, very powerful because I can just think of one company where when you change, you go to the website and you put your 40 characters in there, tap for, whatever it might be, and it does not instantly change. I'm sorry, folks. You're going to have to wait for them to manually change it. So you may wait for 6 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours, 24 hours, and you might still be waiting, and you're trying to move on with your business. Well, our platform allows you to change your message instantly. Boom, it's on there. And fourth, we have the ability to set up timed messages. Now, this is so powerful because whatever message you have, you may want to change it at different times of the day. Or it might be the weekend. You may want to change it to a different message. So maybe you run a bar or a place where you offer happy hour. Well, you may have a special at one time and then immediately be able to change that message at a specific time where you have happy hour or another special that you're doing. You can change time messages, unlimited time messages, every hour, daily, weekly, from day to evening to night. Whatever you choose, you can change that message auto-magically. Now, isn't that powerful? The last thing I want to just address here is that powerful landing page builder. You just saw a small peek of what is available to you. You can literally put your landing page, an offer right there on the page, and there's templates available, lots of different things that you can do. This is probably the most powerful part of this package, being able to put that offer between when someone clicks on it and then takes them to your vCard. Very, very powerful. All right, so how much is it going to cost? Well, can you believe 60 cents a day is $18, actually $18.99 a month. You can have this price right now. So I want to invite you to join us to be a part of this community and what we're doing in this cutting edge technology that we have in our hands today. Also, if you choose to, and I certainly want to encourage you to, refer 3 people. All you have to do is refer 3 people, and as long as they stay current, you are going to get yours free. That's right, the $220 value, absolutely free. You'll never pay again as long as those 3 people stay with their subscription. This is an incredible package, incredible offer that you should take advantage of right now. Now, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us here on this special presentation. This is an exciting program. I think that we're going to be inundated with sales and orders. So I want to encourage you to take advantage of it right away. Get a part of, get in that group, get in that Facebook group. See the link on the side of this or below this presentation. You can take advantage of this today. Get started, and we'll send your beacon, your special Beam It device that goes right on your keychain out to your address right away. So remember, this is a breakthrough technology that can turn your vCard into a lead generation machine. Thank you everyone for joining us on this presentation. We're so excited to see so many people here. We can't wait to welcome you aboard. God bless you. This is Scott Johnson. Thanks for being here this evening or today.